Welcome back, bros, to another video review, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Buzzworthy Studio Series 86 number 13 Cliffjumper. So for the contents, we get 6 accessories and the instruction manual, plus the figure, of course, with the backdrop. But the 6th accessory is his backpack. As we already know, it is the same mold as the Earthrise Cliffjumper figure that we got in the past. Except this figure has a more G1 and 1986 movie accurate deco. So I'm taking a closer look at Cliffjumper right here. And Cliffjumper pretty much, to me, reminds me of the same Cliffjumper we got in the Earthrise version. But, of course, I believe the red is a little bit more brighter than what we got in the Earthrise, so we'll compare that later. But also it has the blue paint for the windshield, which is pretty cool. And then I also like that it has the Autobot symbol on the chest, but we all know it's supposed to be on the foot, but I'm okay with that. And then the rest of the paint apps, there's really not much more. It's just molded plastic. But it still works because it resembles Cliffjumper and his G1 stylistic colors. So with the lower region, it definitely continues with the same paint and color scheme as the upper region does. And I like it, and it's simple, and it reminds me exactly of the movie and the cartoon, and that satisfies me 100%. So for the articulation, it is basically the same as the Earthrise Cliffjumper, but just in case you don't have it, I'll do it real quick. Arms go up this high, full rotation, 360, elbow joint, no wrist. Actually, it does have a wrist swivel because it's on a mushroom peg, so you could definitely do that. Leg goes up this high, it goes back this high, and then the foot is on a rocker, so it can rock to the side to get more dynamic poses. The waist, there is no waist swivel. The head can turn left and right. It is very tight. It's not on a ball joint. It's on a mushroom peg, so it can't look up and it looks down. And that's all we have for the articulation, but more importantly, let's get ready for the comparisons. So for comparisons, this is how I'm going to start. As you can see, the new Cliffjumper for the Bumblebee Buzzworthy Studio Series 86 is on my left, and then the Earthrise is on my right. Just looking at the two figures right off the bat, I notice it's two different types of red. The red on my left kind of reminds me like when you look at a Crayola color pencil, the one that jumps out to me, it's that orange-red color pencil, where it's like red, but it has a little bit of orange in it, so it gives it that more brighter / warmer look. And then you got also the Earthrise, which gives me the deep red to like maroon in certain types of shades. And the reason why I say maroon is because the chest region on the Earthrise, of course, is translucent plastic. And, you know, it's painted red for the hood. So, but as you see, it comes with the same weapon, except for on the Earthrise, I did buy the Centurion drone accessory pack. So that is Cliffjumper's flare gun. So I will transfer that to the new Studio Series because for me, I think the new Studio Series is definitely better. It just screams more G1 to me. So, but as you see, these are what the two look like together. And then from the back, I'll turn them both around so you can see there's not really much of a difference besides just the darkness of the color and the choice of paint. And they do look very good. So let's take a look at the accessories. Here I have both bazookas or shoulder cannons, as you call it. Now, I do like the new one. I like the color they added into it. It looks really good. And it looks sleek. I like the metallic blue on it. But I feel like for this figure, it doesn't belong. But this one right here from the Earthrise, I feel like they should be traded to one another. And they look really good like this. Like, I like how this metallic blue lines up with the clear translucent on his chest for the window region. And then I also like how this silver matches with the gray and also the G1 cartoon accurate color scheme. So let's take a look at the backpack. And the reason why I'm showing off the backpack is the fact that the backpack right here, as you can see if my camera focuses, it's got the black bumper and the gray exhaust painted. That's really cool. And of course, as you already know, it has the black, on the back for the back of the windshield. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new one, which is the Studio Series. As you can see, it has the light blue, continuing with the same for the front windshield and the side windows. But it has the silver painted there, which I would have preferred the silver just to stay on the exhaust more than the lights and the license plate. So I'm kind of a little bummed on that. So for me, this is a lot better for the paint on that compared to the new Studio Series figure. Now it's time for transformation, just for those who don't have this figure and would like to see it, because I haven't reviewed the Earthrise Cliffjumper on my channel. You're welcome to skip it if you've already seen it. So now that both are transformed and into their alt modes, as you can see, there's subtle differences between the Studio Series versus the Earthrise, and there's some good and some bad. Now just start with the good. I like the simplicity of this version right here, how it looks exactly like in the cartoon and in the movie. That's perfect. But then when I look at the Earthrise vehicle mode, I feel like in the front of the vehicle, the Earthrise has more details and makes the vehicle more realistic compared to the Studio Series. But like I said, it is personal preference. But for me, this one right here will be my Cliffjumper because it has the Autobot symbol correctly on the hood. Even though it is on the top of the vehicle ceiling, I kind of wish it had that Jetfire feature where you could tuck that away and make it just a clear regular hood like the Earthrise version. Now for me, this Earthrise version this red reminds me of the Windcharger color. Now this would be perfect if a third party would make a Windcharger head to go on to this Cliffjumper. This would be awesome. And I can actually see Hasbro reusing this mold and retooling the chest to become Windcharger, or basically giving it a faux chest, as we all know that they do and have done in the past. But as you see right here, both figures look good, and they're both Windchargers. Like I said, it's totally up to you to get whichever one you want. Now for me, in my opinion, I feel like the new Studio Series is the best. It's time for the Yeah Bro rating and approval system. So as I stated previously, that this figure is a better version of Cliffjumper, in my opinion, guys. I'm not telling you to go out and spend more money for the same figure you got in the Earthrise series. But to me, this is a good figure, and it's worth the purchase to get the G1 accurate color scheme that we want. Not only that, it definitely looks good. And with the new Masterpiece Cliffjumper coming out, it's in the same style and color palette as that. So who wouldn't want the newer version versus the older version? So I give it the thumbs up approval, the yeah bro rating. As you know, the figure for me has always been a 9. Nothing has changed. There is no mold degradation. The paint apps are present, but also minimal on this figure. And then the execution and the playability is the same as the Earthrise, with the features to be able to have the cannon on top of the vehicle, to be able to play with this toy in vehicle mode and robot mode, and also additional snow mode with the skis on the front tires. So this is a really cool figure, guys. So I ended up picking up my copy from my local Target store. I was surprised today when I walked in there and saw the new Studio Series Bumblebee figures on the shelves already, even though it was just sighted 2 days ago, first sighting in New Jersey. So I didn't expect for it to get to my area so fast and so soon, because it's normally last to get everything when it comes to new Transformers, which we all say, but it's true for my area. I end up paying $22.99 plus taxes for this figure. And as you know, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. All 3 of these actions help a lot. And thank you for your time for watching my video. Until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon.